It was Passover, the time when God's people remembered how God had rescued them from being slaves in Egypt. But this Passover, God was getting ready for an even greater rescue. Jesus and his friends were having the Passover meal together. "My body is like this bread. It will break," Jesus told them. "This cup of wine is like my blood. It will pour out." But this is how God will rescue the whole world. They walked up to an olive garden. "Stay up with me?" Jesus asked his friends. They said yes and waited under the olive trees. But they were so tired, and soon they fell asleep. Now one of Jesus' friends had made a bad plan. Judas was going to help the leaders capture Jesus. All of a sudden, into the night with burning torches and lanterns, with swords and clubs and armour, they came, an army of soldiers. Judas led them straight to Jesus so they could arrest him. They gave Jesus a crown made out of thorns and put a purple robe on him. Then they whipped him and spat on him. They didn't understand that this was the Prince of Life, the King of heaven and earth, who had come to rescue them. They walked up a hill outside the city. Jesus carried the cross on his back. Jesus had never done anything wrong, but they were going to kill him the way criminals were killed. They nailed Jesus to the cross. Even though it was midday, a dreadful darkness covered the face of the world. The sun could not shine. The earth trembled and quaked. The great mountains shook until it seemed that the whole world would break. Then Jesus shouted in a loud voice, "It is finished!" And it was. He had done it. Jesus had rescued the whole world. "Father," Jesus cried, "I give you my life." And with a great sigh, he let himself die. They laid Jesus in a new tomb carved out of rock. They sent strong soldiers to guard the tomb. They hauled a huge stone in front of the door to the tomb. Just before sunrise on the third day, God sent an earthquake and an angel from heaven. When the guards saw the angel, they fell down with fright. The angel rolled the huge stone away, sat on top of it, and waited. At the first glimmer of dawn, Mary Magdalene and other women headed to the tomb to wash the body of Jesus, and immediately noticed something odd. It was wide open. Jesus' body was gone. And something else. A shining man was there, with clothes made from lightning. "Don't be scared," the angel said. "Jesus isn't dead anymore," he said. "He's alive again." And their hearts leapt. Mary heard someone else in the garden. "Mary," she turned around. "Jesus!" Jesus said, "Go and tell the others that I'm alive." Mary ran and ran all the way to the city, and it seemed to her that morning, as she ran, almost as if the whole world had been made anew. Was God really making everything sad come untrue? Was he making even death come untrue? Jesus' friends were afraid, so they were hiding. But that didn't stop Jesus. "I'm hungry," said Jesus. "What's for lunch?" Peter gave him a fish. "This can't be," they were telling themselves. "It's impossible." "I'm really here," Jesus said. Peter's heart leapt with joy. Jesus said, "Go everywhere and tell everyone the happy news. Tell them I loved them so much that I died for them." God loves his children. Yes, he really does. Now everyone can come home to God, Jesus said. Death is not the end of you. You can live forever with your Father in heaven because I have rescued the whole world.